Hello, my modern and unstoppable seniors. Welcome back to Wellness for Modern Seniors, where we speak truth, share wisdom, and celebrate aging with power, peace, and purpose. Today's video may just put into words what you've been feeling in your heart for years, something so many of us silently carry but rarely say out loud. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself saying, I just don't feel like going anymore? Maybe it's a family gathering, an old friend's invitation, or even the casual neighborhood get-together. You still care about people, but something inside you feels different now. And it's not about bitterness. It's not about sadness. It's about clarity. Today, we're diving deep into the 6 honest, personal reasons why I and many people like me stopped visiting others after 70 and never looked back. These reasons might surprise you, but more importantly, they might free you. Because aging doesn't just change your schedule, it changes your soul. Let's begin. Before we dive in, if you're still not subscribed, subscribe now and click the bell so you don't miss the next care tip designed especially for you. Go ahead and tap that like button. It blesses your journey and helps bring this message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it too. 1. You begin to protect your peace like treasure after the age of 70. Something powerful starts to happen. Your inner peace becomes your compass. You no longer want to be everywhere for everyone all the time. In your younger years, you might have gone to every birthday, funeral, reunion, and cookout of obligation, not joy. But now, you ask yourself one simple question: does this nourish me or drain me? There's wisdom in that, you see. Peace isn't just a luxury after 70's survival. You've been through decades of emotional storms, and now you crave calm. The drama, the chaos, the political arguments around the dinner table, those are things your spirit can no longer afford. You want conversations that flow like a river, not crash like waves. And sometimes that means stepping away from people who used to be close, not because they're bad, but because your priorities have changed. You're no longer chasing connection, you're cultivating serenity. That's not selfishness, that's self-respect too. Time stops feeling unlimited and starts feeling sacred when you're in your 30s or 40s. It's easy to think there's always more time, more weekends, more summers, more visits. But after 70, time becomes something else entirely. It's not about scarcity, it's about sacredness. You begin to count your mornings, not in fear, but in awareness. You savor your slow coffee, your quiet porch moments, your favorite book. You realize that every hour spent with someone else is also an hour not spent with yourself. And the older you get, the more you value yourself as good company. It's not that you stop loving others. It's that you learn to love your own life in a different, deeper way. It's that 2-hour drive to someone's house. That energy could be used for your favorite trail walk, your painting, your afternoon nap that helps your body heal. It's not laziness. It's intentional living. You begin to treat your time like fine wine, saved for meaningful moments, not poured out freely just because it's expected. 3. Not all relationships. Age with you here is something most people don't talk about. Not every relationship grows with you. Some stay stuck in old patterns, judgment, gossip, one-sidedness. You might still care about those people, but the connection doesn't feed your soul anymore. It might even leave you feeling smaller, unheard, or invisible. And so, you stop showing up not out of anger, but out of understanding. You finally accept that some bonds were meant for a season, not a lifetime. This isn't easy. We're often told that we must keep all relationships going, especially family. But as we age, we discover that forcing connection can be more painful than letting go. You begin to ask, who sees the real me now? Who honors who I've become, not just who I used to be? And when you find those people, the ones who see you fully, you make time for them, but the rest, you bless them and release them. Not cold. That's courageous, for your body has a sand. You finally listen something shifts physically after 70 that others don't always see. A short visit that used to be simple now feels like climbing a hill. Getting ready, driving, navigating stairs, sitting in uncomfortable chairs, it's a lot, and it lingers. You don't bounce back the same way you used to. A 3-hour dinner can mean a full day of recovery. Slowly, you start asking yourself, is this outing worth the physical toll? You stop pushing your body to prove something. Stop ignoring the whispers of your knees, your back, your energy, and you finally do something radically. Listen. You may choose to rest instead of attend, to walk in your garden instead of sit through another loud dinner. That doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're giving into your wisdom, your rhythm, your well-earned need for comfort. 5. You outgrow the need to be needed. So much of our earlier life is spent fulfilling roles: parent, grandparent, caregiver, fixer, host, counselor, the one everyone leans on. You build your identity around being needed. But somewhere after 70, that begins to fade. Not the love, not the compassion, but the urgency to show up just to keep everyone else afloat. And in its place comes something softer, something lighter. You begin to crave space, not to escape your loved ones, but to reconnect with your own soul. You stop jumping to say yes. You pause before agreeing to plans. You no longer feel guilty for choosing your own needs over another's convenience. Doesn't mean you love people less. It means you finally understand that your worth isn't tied to your usefulness. You are allowed to exist simply as you are, not as a helper, not as a planner, but as a person. 6. You start honoring your truth over social expectations. And finally, perhaps the most powerful reason of all, you stop caring what people think. You don't feel the need to explain yourself anymore. You don't need to make excuses for your silence, your absence, your choices. You know what you need. You know what your heart can and cannot hold. And that's enough. You begin to live not by society's expectations, but by your own truth. And that truth may include fewer visits, fewer phone calls, fewer yeses, but it also includes more peace, more meaning, more you. It takes guts to say, no thank you. I'm staying home today, especially when the world expects you to always show up. But when you reach this point, you stop performing. You stop over-explaining. You start living on your own terms. That's not isolation. That's liberation. So, my modern and unstoppable seniors, if you found yourself visiting fewer people, spending more time alone, or feeling less interested in social gatherings, don't question your worth. Don't let guilt knock on your door. Instead, celebrate the beautiful transformation you're experiencing, because this isn't you fading. This is you refining. It's not about turning your back on people. It's about finally turning toward yourself, your needs, your voice, your joy. You've spent your life showing up for others. Now it's time to show up for you. So tell me in the comments, which of these 6 reasons resonated with you most today? Drop a hashtag reason 3 or hashtag reason 6 if that's the one that spoke to your soul. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a moment of insight from Wellness for Modern Seniors. Your support means everything, and it helps us continue creating content that nurtures your mind, body, and spirit. Until next time, stay grounded, stay gentle with yourself, and above all, never forget, you are not alone. You are aging with wisdom, and you are more unstoppable than ever. See you soon, my modern and unstoppable seniors.